Hello everyone. In today's video, we will speak about one of the important concept of AML and KYC, that is a politically exposed person. In a short form, we call it PEP. So what is politically exposed persons? PEP is an individual who has been entrusted with prominent public function in a foreign or domestic country. Due to their position and influence, it is recognized that many PEPs are in position that potentially can be abused for the purpose of committing money laundering offenses or related predicate offense including corruption and bribery, as well as conducting activity related to terrorist financing. So these are a few of the world leader, and they are head of the state. Some of them are president, some of them are prime minister, but they just it's also good to understand that they are holding a public position, and using their position they can be uh, involved in any of the crime. So it can be money laundering, or it can be bribery, and also terrorist financing for that matter. Let's also understand the current guidance and legislation on PEP. So first, let's understand what does Wurzburg principle says. Individual who have or have had position of public trust, such as government official, senior executive of government corporations, politicians, important political party official, etc., and their family and close associates. European Union Money Laundering Directive, fourth as well as fifth, uh, specify that natural person who are or have been entrusted with prominent public function and immediate family members, persons known to be close associate of such person, proceed of crime and terrorist financing act Canada, which was released in 2000 and then it is amended in 2020. The proposed changes seek to level the playing field among reporting entities, particularly regarding their obligation in relation to politically exposed person and the head of international organization. Now, with all that in mind, so let's see who all can be considered as PEP. So there can be a foreign PEPs, individuals who are or have been entrusted with prominent public function by a foreign country. Domestic PEP, individual who are or have been entrusted with prominent public functions. International organization PEPs, person who are or have been entrusted with prominent function by an international organization like United Nations, World Bank, IMF, etc. Former PEPs, individual who no longer holds prominent public function, uh, maybe in a foreign country, domestic country, or international organization. Because it has been seen that even I'm not holding a current public office, but still I can influence, or I have a network uh, which can influence a lot of decision which would lead to corruption, bribery, money laundering, and a few other predicate crimes. Then family members and associates, immediate family member and close associate of a PEP. So here it is also very important to identify family member and close associate. It has been seen in many cases where I may be a prime minister, I may be a cabinet minister, but I don't launder money through my bank account. I may use my family member or a close associate uh, to launder money, where I will ask uh, maybe a contractor or a industry or a lobby to transfer money in the account of my close associate or a family member. So this is what, or this is on this slide we can understand what is the definition of PEP, and what all comprises of politically exposed person. So let's understand what are the few examples. So it can be head of states like prime minister, chief minister, president of a country, then cabinet official. So there can be a cabinet minister, defense minister is one of the cabinet ministry. Then there can be another cabinet official like finance ministry, or a transport, can be few other example. Then senior official overseeing key infrastructure sector. So these can be sectors uh, like military or nuclear, where there have been a lot of instances where military deals are taken by a company by bribing or paying chargeback to these senior officials. Senior officials overseeing non-infrastructure sector, a municipal level official like mayor of a city who have a lot of power, regional official, senior legislative branch officials, ambassador and top diplomatic officials, senior military official, senior judicial officials, political party official, government-owned enterprises, top executive officer in state-controlled enterprises, international government official in United Nations, in World Bank, in IMF, international sporting official like International Olympic Committee or International Football Federation. And then family member and close associates are few of the examples of politically exposed person. So we all understand PEP is one of the critical component of anti-money laundering and KYC function of a bank, where they need to identify uh, these PEP, and the sources of identifying such individual can be using commercial databases like WorldCheck, RDC. It can also be a government issued PEP list, and then in few banks they can use in-house databases which they have created over a period of time. Asset disclosure systems. So this is where a lot of politician before filing their nomination, they would disclose their assets, right? And there are a lot of lists which are available country wise, where you can simply identify like one set of a political exposed person, basically people who are involved in or maybe who are leading a political party, and with the kind of asset they disclose, it will also help you understand the kind of influence or their involvement in uh, maybe so-called illegal activity. Customer self-declaration. At the time of onboarding, customer also self-declare about his designation, and also need to disclose whether he's a politically exposed person or not. So with that in mind, we uh, I would like to close this presentation on PEP. But one thing I would like to add before closing the call would be the importance of identifying politically exposed person. Once he is identified at the time of onboarding, so that would require approval from compliance team, uh, approval from senior management, and also the way the guidelines, the process which have been defined in your own bank, right? So once the approval is received, that's how you can continue a relationship with an individual. And it is also critical to identify a PEP when onboarding a customer, and also during a relationship. It may happen that initially uh, the individual may not be a PEP, may be a normal salaried person, but maybe after a year or two, he joined politics and he become a cabinet minister, and that's where he can be considered as PEP. And once it is identified that he's a PEP now, then again it would require a separate kind of scrutiny and approval from bank and financial institution. Thank you so much. You have a nice day. Take care.